Hello, Ron Cross from Park Trent Properties Group. It's great being the CEO of a wonderful company such as Park Trent. We've been involved in property investment now for over 30 years. We employ a great number of people throughout Australia and overseas. And what you've done today and become involved in buying an investment property is a big step in your life as well. And I just want to reassure you that we're here to help you and assist you in every shape or form. I think you'll find our services are second to none as you move through the progress of settling your property and renting your property, and then watching the value of the property grow and also the rental income increasing. You know, I see many people in my day-to-day job of running the Park Trent organisation. And in every case, when I talk to clients in their late 40s, early 50s, and even up to their 60s, they say to me, Ron, knowing what we know today our properties performed in our lifetime, we regret not doing more back then when it was more affordable. Well, my crystal ball tells me today, this wonderful country, Australia, in 2015 and 2016, which is very close right now, the future ahead will be more robust than any time in our history. We have a population that's increasing so rapidly it's hard to keep up with it. We have a housing shortage throughout Australia, and also we have an inflationary trend that's just not stopping and abating. It means that property prices will become so much more expensive in the years ahead. In fact, sadly for our children and our grandchildren, it'll be something that they'll never contemplate buying an investment property or even their own home because they'll be far too expensive. And one of the side issues is that because the rents now are becoming so expensive, it doesn't allow them any time or any surplus cash to save for their deposits. But there's ways and means that you can help get your children started. And you need to explore those opportunities with the Park Trent Properties Group. We're expert in that area, so please don't go home and say you've purchased an investment property and think that's the end of the section, because what you need to do is also to look at securing your children's future and their children's future as well. You see, because when we look at the major cities of the world, the Londons, the Parises, the New Yorks, and also closer to home, Tokyo, 30% of all the people that live in those cities actually own the properties. The other 70% of the people rent. Now when you come back to Australia and you look at the Sydney, the Brisbanes and the Melbournes and Perth, it's actually the opposite. 70% of our people own or are buying and 30% rent. But with this escalation and the price increases that are now happening, and we ain't seen anything yet, it's going to get a lot worse. What you've seen in Sydney happening over the last 5 to 6 years is now going to filter through and happen in our other major cities throughout Australia. So there's some wonderful opportunities now in the Victorian market, in the South Australian market, in the Queensland market, and also coming online, there'll be some great opportunities in Perth shortly when they overcome some of the issues that they have with the mining boom evaporating. Ladies and gentlemen, this opportunity that you've taken today to become involved in property investment is a stepping stone. Don't make it be the last step that you take. Push the envelope as fast as you can and as much as you can, and purchase as many investment properties as you can, because the simple fact is the currency of the future will be a quality rental property in a good area, close to schools and hospitals and transportation. And the rents will be quite excessive, but also the owners, the landlords of the future will require you to pay a key money each year so that you can retain that property. We're already experiencing this in the major cities in the world, and this will certainly happen in Australia. So if you have a rental property, it'll be like owning something very special. What I say to our clients today is, why don't we be the landlords of the future? The interest rates right at this point in time are very competitive and affordable. Property prices in the major cities outside of Sydney are more than affordable right now. The tax incentives through negative gearing are wonderful. What we need is people, investors with courage and vision to understand that this is a wonderful country. This is one of the safest places on earth. We have no neighbours. We're surrounded by magnificent oceans that protect us. We can see the sunshine through the day and the stars at night. We can drink the water from the tap, or we can shampoo under the showers. Can you believe that these things don't happen in many places in the world? And then when you top off property investment here, when you buy an investment property in Australia, you have title for life. You have the title that stays with you and your family forever. And most importantly, on top of that, we have a balance of rentals for the landlord and for the tenant, where both parties have to perform. Both parties have to keep their obligations so that at all times you're protected by the laws of the land. The transparency of doing business and property investment in this wonderful country are unique. And that is why so many foreign investors are coming here to buy properties. They buy here because of what sometimes, unfortunately, we in Australia take for granted. Please don't be part of these people to say on the side, she'll be all right, mate, because she will not be all right. You'll need to help and provide extra comfort for yourself in your retirement, and you'll also need to provide equities to help and assist your children and your grandchildren secure their properties for their homes and also their investment properties. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been my pleasure to be with you today. Please take this information. It is very important to you that you understand that things will change rapidly in this country, particularly with the massive population growth that we're experiencing right now, the massive infrastructure spend that the governments are spending. You need to be part of this program as well and buy an investment property. Thank you so much.